What's the deal? What's the deal, people? Hope all are doing well and you're having a blessed day, afternoon, or evening. Whenever you come across this reading, you already know if you watch it with a good heart and good intentions, you are blessed and protected. But if you watch it with any ill will or malintentions, all evil eyes go blind 144,000 times. Instantly, quickly, swiftly, you feel the effects of all the hexes and the curses and the spells that you project. And if you are siphoning my energy or anybody else's energy from this reading, you will receive karma. Quick, fast, and in a hurry, because you reap what you sow. For vibe is so low. Don't do to others what you wouldn't want done to you or your family. Stop being a crusty, crabby, raggedy, and then yes, let's remove bitter ass business and go heal yourself. What's the deal, people? What a deal. So, we gonna get into it. Alright? I'm not gonna lollygag or procrastinate here like I normally be doing. Let me get these cards out the way so I can get into it. Whoa, Nelly. How you doing, collective? Today's Friday. What you got planned for today? Staying in, going out? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Alrighty. Collective. What's the deal? How you doing? Alright. How y'all doing? How you doing? Let's get myself situated over here, you know? Because mofos be doing some dumb shit. So we're going to tap into the energy. I'm going to do a collective energy reading, or I'm going to try to do a collective energy reading. Hopefully it comes out collective energy reading. So we're going to get into it. Let's clear the energy of all negativity. I call on my angels, my ancestors, my spirit guides of the divine white, light attribute, high vibe only. Please provide me with some insight for the collective energy of whoever needs to come across this message, or whoever comes across this message. What do they need to know? We got denial. Somebody's in denial. You have been acknowledging your fear, but you replace it with insight and awareness, and somebody's in denial that you have replaced your fear with insight and awareness. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So somebody's in denial that you are replacing your fear with insights and awareness and humor, that you're focusing on the latter side of life. Somebody's in denial that you're healing. Acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Denial, humor, acceptance. Judgment, worry, death. Wow. Surrender as I put the deck. Guilt on the bottom. And loneliness. Imagination in the reverse. Fear behind that. Collective, we got somebody's in denial. Somebody's in denial when it comes to your healing. Because with this insight and awareness, and you choose to focus on the lighter side of life, somebody's in denial that you have some type of insight or awareness. And that you're choosing to focus on the lighter side. So you could be laughing at something. You could be laughing at something. Laughing at a situation. Smiling more. You're more happier. Yeah, we got this acceptance because you are learning to accept the things that you cannot change. So yeah, you came to some type of acceptance. You're seeing the lighter side of life and somebody's in denial. So this has to do with your healing, because this is talking about healing. Somebody's in denial about your healing, that you're healed. Somebody's under judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Yeah, you've been going through some unique things, some challenges on your own path. Somebody's under judgment. They're trying to judge your path. They're in denial that you're in your path. They got worried. I am learning that worry doesn't change the outcome. So you let go of fear. You let go of worry. You started seeing the brighter things in life. You started laughing more at life. And somebody's worried because of some type of death, ending. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Surrender. I can release my need to control. Guilt. I release any belief that no longer assists in my soul's growth. I'm going to put this over and under each other. So denial, worry, clarifying denial, death, clarifying humor, acceptance, surrender, clarifying acceptance, and guilt, clarifying judgment. Somebody's in denial and they're worried because you have came into some type of insight and awareness, and you're not worried about a situation. You understand that it doesn't change the outcome. So you chose to focus on the lighter side of life, and you knew that whatever was ending in your life was just a beginning for something. And you learned to accept the things that you couldn't change, and you released your need to control. You understood that everybody has their own path and purpose, and you released any belief, or you release what no longer serve you, so you can have a soul growth. Somebody's in denial about your healing, basically, is what I'm getting. Somebody's in denial about your healing. They could have laughed about it with this denial humor. They could have laughed about your healing process because they didn't want to come to some type of acceptance that they couldn't change about your situation. And now they're under judgment and they worry because of some type of ending, a death that they need to surrender to. And now they're feeling guilty and they're alone with this loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. You're never alone, collective. Somebody's in denial that you are healing or you have healed. And they could have been laughing at your healing process or laughing at you. because they were in denial and now they worried because obviously they see that you're not faking about no healing, that you have a lot of insight and awareness, and now this person is lonely. They're guilty and they're lonely. They need to surrender. They're worried about some type of death, some ending. They're under judgment and they're worried about some type of death ending and them being lonely. Please clarify denial. Denial. Violet Duchess. Stifled, bored, and stuck. Somebody's in denial that they're stuck. Collective. Humor. Yeah. Humor. You chose to focus on the lighter side of life. It's a miracle. Some miracle happened. We got Marie Masquerade with this acceptance, learning to accept things you cannot change. We got glamour, intrigue, drama. Somebody cannot change how you see something. Somebody needs to come to the acceptance that they cannot glamour, intrigue, or cause any drama in your life. You got judgment. You got the storm angel in reverse. Collisions of belief, style, or attitude. I'm not going to take it in the reverse. So somebody's under judgment because they try to cause you some conflict because of some type of collision of belief, style, and attitudes. So you guys have different belief systems. And it says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenge. So somebody basically was trying to challenge you because you have a different path and purpose as them. And they need to come to some acceptance that everybody has a different path and purpose. Not everybody's path and purpose is the same. Clarify worry. Little wolf girl, it's all right to be alone. Somebody's worried about being alone. We got death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. It says time for a change, to learn something new, to use technology and gadgets with wisdom. So there's something new that you're learning. This can have to do with some type of technology. You're using gadgets and wisdoms with knowledge, with wisdom. You're learning something. Or there's going to be an ending or a death to somebody that was trying to use technology and gadgets to do something to you. You got surrender. This came out in the reverse, but again, I'm not taking it in reverse. We got Dragon Lily Garland. A new world is born. So they need to surrender that there's a new world that's being born for you. They need to release the control. They need to control your new world being born. Whatever you're building, whatever's being birthed for you, they need to stop trying to control that. And then this also came out in the reverse, but I'm not going to take it in reverse. It says Snow White and her animal friends. You inspire trust and confidence. So, release any belief that no longer assists with your soul's growth. So collective, you have released the belief that no longer serves your soul's growth. You left whatever doesn't serve your best interest behind. And now you're inspiring trust and confidence in others. Snow White and her animal friends. And somebody's lonely because you understand that you can never be alone. Snow White and her animal friends. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. You're not alone. Look, on the bottom of the deck right here, Fairy of the Highlands. It's time to be brave, collective. Somebody needs to be brave because they're about to experience some type of loneliness. They feeling guilty. They need to surrender because there's some type of ending or something that's happening in their life, and they're worried because they're under judgment, and they need to come to acceptance, to some type of acceptance, and look at the brighter side of life and stop being in denial. I just read the message backwards. Let's get some clarification for these two cards in between. Stunned. They're in denial. Somebody is unable to acknowledge their fear. They're stunned. It says that moment when you stand still, that moment when time stands still, as you try to make sense of what has occurred. This is the golden moment to plan your next move rather than react to the situation. So somebody is in denial and they're stunned because whatever move they played, whatever was their next move, the way you reacted to the situation was humorous. You laughed at the situation. Okay, so somebody's shocked and they're stunned that whatever they just didn't make you upset. You was laughing at it. They trying to make sense of what just occurred. They're stuck. They're stifled, bored, and stuck and confused right now and stunned. Yeah, like I said, they're shocked. They're shocked that this glamour, intrigue, or drama didn't do anything to you. It says being alarmed at what is happening is a healthy response for your own self-preservation. You need to stay alert and watch for further signs so you can protect yourself. Yeah, you were very alert and aware. People are shocked. This person is shocked that you know what's happening. And the way you're responding is valid. Somebody is shocked that they cannot throw any glamour, intrigue, or bring drama your way. Now they suffering. They under judgment. Suffering card. They suffering, thinking that no one knows your pain you're enduring is just another form of self-pity. Every soul experiences pain. Is what we do with the pain that defines our future. So somebody basically decided to take their pain out on you, and they're suffering. They're under judgment and worried because confirmation, because they were trying to bring you drama because of some type of different belief systems. You in two different energies. So somebody's trying. It's okay to be a lone little wolf girl. Somebody's lone. The little wolf girl is alone. And they're annoyed. Or you could be alone you could be dealing with this by yourself alone. Somebody's alone, annoyed, and suffering, and in shock. It says voicing your frustration will provide you with an opportunity to explain the situation in a different way, which could be the very answer you're looking for. So basically, you're speaking your truth, and somebody's annoyed, and they're worried because it's bringing them some type of ending, a death. You're speaking your truth. You can speak in your truth using technology and gadgets with wisdom. So you can speak in your truth online, on the internet. You can have a platform. You can have a vlog, a podcast. You could be doing something online that you're voicing your opinion. You're voicing what's going on. You're saying what's happening. You're speaking your truth, and somebody's annoyed and worried because it's bringing some type of death, ending to them. You're alone doing this. It's okay to be alone. You're doing this alone. Mirage. Being distracted and tired, it only makes you... hold on. All right, we got Mirage. Being distracted and tired only makes the way ahead seem insurmountable. Given time to rest and reassess, the direction you need to take will become clearer. So basically, you've been resting and rejuvenating. Somebody could have been trying to cause a distraction to you, make you tired with this distracted and tired. Somebody could have been trying to distract you and make you tired so that the way forward seems like complicated. So You've been resting. You've been reassessing. And direction that you need to go has been made clear. And it's bringing a death to a situation. Somebody has to surrender and they're perplexed. It says, still unsure of what happened. Shake your head, roll your eyes, and respect what the others choose to travel different journey than you. Remember that each journey is important. So somebody needs to put respect on your name and they need to surrender because you're still in your path and purpose. Somebody's shaking their head. They're the moment when time stands still as you try to make sense of what has occurred. Still unsure of what happened. Shake your head, roll your eyes, and respect what others choose. That others choose to travel a different journey. Somebody needs to respect your path and your journey because it's different. So they can't expect that everybody's supposed to go down the same line. Like follow the leader. Somebody wants tails. Somebody wants tails. People following behind them. Robots doing the same thing that everybody else is doing. I'm sorry. This is somebody that does their own thing, has their own unique path and purpose, and they're not going to follow a fucking trend. They're not going to follow somebody else. They're going to be their own leader. They're going to follow their own path and purpose. And somebody needs to come to the acceptance that you're different and you're going to follow your own rules, go down your own path, and they need to just they need to just deal with that shit. They're rolling their eyes right now, sucking their teeth, shaking their head, because they can't believe that you inspire true trust and confidence in others. That you're brave. Yeah, somebody is speechless. When you cannot find your own words to express how you feel, find an alternative way to communicate. What you have to say is important for others to hear. Yeah, what you're saying is important for others to hear. And somebody's speechless because what? They can't set you up? They're annoyed because you're voicing your frustrations and it's providing you with the opportunity to explain your situation in a different way. And they're worried. This is what's coming out. Somebody's worried and they're in denial and they're speechless. And they're currently suffering under judgment because of this collision of beliefs and style and attitude. So because you guys have a different belief system, a style, different energies, somebody was trying to basically make fun of you and your path and your journey. And now they're worried because your path and your journey is you on the right path and purpose. So somebody was sitting here making fun of you, laughing at you, and now they got to accept the fact that you the real deal. They're in shock. They're speechless. And they're annoyed. Well, somebody kiss. Be annoyed then, because nobody gives a shit. It's time for a reflection for this person. It's time for them to take a look in the mirror. Because whatever they was doing was barely work. They were working hard and it was barely working. Whatever they was trying to do, it's time for them to reflect. Because whatever they was doing, it wasn't working. We got spiritual violation. So you were being spiritually violated. Look, by a dirty cop police. And then you got no response. Working hard, but barely working. A dream stealer that you might need a restraining order against. But you've defeated this enemy. You defeated this person. One. Yeah, your wish is granted. So this is somebody that you have a different belief system, but they were out here trying to steal your dreams. Spiritually violating you. This is somebody that's a cop. A dirty cop police was spiritually violating you. Because you have no idea how important you are, collective. They spiritually violated a very important person. Yeah, this dirty cop police, you're on the right track. This person is not. Yeah, you're not alone in this fight, collective. Pray, repent. Now this person is trying to pray and repent. Yeah, because three's a crowd. Breakup soon. You walking karma, collective. Yeah, this person is catfishing and stalking you. I need one more. Ooh, I just need one more. I see a card coming out. Fell for the trap. They fell for the trap. Scammers on and offline on the top of the deck. I don't got no more room, so I'm not going to pull any more from this deck. As I split the deck, all the tests going broke. I see all the tests and going broke, $0. Backstabber stabbed in the back. Black magic brujeria voodoo blew up. Neighbors. Wanted suffering. New soul in the reverse. Blew up again. Don't slip waiting for your downfall is in the reverse. Again, all the tests and blind's eye being turned and then learn to detach is in the reverse. Oh, we got a soulless being on the bottom of the deck that want to come out. These people are soulless beings. You've won. Your wishes are granted, collective. You've won and defeated these enemies that are catfishing and stalking you. Your wish is granted. These people fell for the trap. You're going to need a restraining order on this person because you were their walking karma. There's about to be a breakup soon for somebody that's trying to steal your dreams. And somebody was working hard and it was barely working. And now they're out here praying and repenting. Okay, they're not getting no responses. Okay, from their prayers or from their ancestors. And this dirty cop police was not on the right track. You're on the right track, collective. Somebody was very spiritually violating someone like you that was very important. And you don't even know how important you are, collective. And they in denial. That whatever they did, you were just basically finding the humor in this. Laughing at this. Not sweating it, dusting it off your shoulder. And they need to come to some type of acceptance that they are under judgment. Or maybe they came to some type of acceptance that they are under judgment and they're worried about some type of death that they need to surrender and they're guilty and lonely. It's a time to be brave and they're speechless. Right now. I don't know if I want to pluck anymore. Let's see what else come out. Cause let's see. Wow. This is a wannabe me fan club. Karmic copycats. Copy, paste, and post. Somebody was copying. This is with copycat energies, collective. Copycat energy. They tried to block your doors, not knowing that you already had an escape plan, hidden doors, a secret passage. So these wannabe copycats were trying to, your doppelganger gang, the doppelganger gang was trying to block your doors and your pathways, but they didn't know that you had hidden doors, secret passages. They casting spell work on the judicial system, trying to stop their karma. So they trying to cast spell work on the judicial system, trying to stop their karma. And then there goes the sirens. There goes the sirens as soon as I said it. So they doing spell work on the judicial system because they don't want to get arrested. They still gonna get arrested. It says, en vogue, before you can read me, you got to learn how to see me. I said, free your mind. And the rest will follow. Be colorblind. Don't be so shallow. Somebody's shallow. They colorblind. They can't. They trying to read you, and they can. They don't even see you properly, and they trying to read your ass. So somebody was trying to basically judge you. Somebody thought they knew you. They couldn't even see who you really were or are. They're unable to free their mind. They're a shallow ass person. They colorblind. You are Muse Collective. You're the source of an artist. You're the source of artistic inspiration. You're could be one of the 9 goddesses who symbolizes the arts and science. The daughter of Zeus, a person of force. You're a person of force. Somebody's stunned and shocked that you are the source of this artistic inspiration. You inspire trust and confidence in others. You are Snow White. You have this Snow White energy. You could be connected to Earth, any animals. Halloween will be a day and night these karmics never got. So something happened on Halloween. Something could have happened to somebody on Halloween. Because it's like Halloween will be a day and night these karmics will never forget. Spirit coming to play, and some are coming for payback. It says this could have happened 9 months to 9 years ago. So they could have been casting spells on you on the judicial system 9 months or 9 years ago. And they're trying to steal money coming in, not understanding that the money coming in is from them getting karma, restitution, pain and suffering, damage, court suits, court settlement. So they're trying to steal some money from you, but they don't understand that the money is coming from them. When you sue their ass, when you take them to court. Again, this is coming out again. Unable to plead insanity in court to get away with what they did is beyond insanity. Is deranged, knew what they were doing. From failure at its finest. These karmics really thought that they were something special until you stepped onto the scene, collective. Your past lover's ex-lover is attacking you. They jealous and want to be you. This could be the one that's a dream stealer, your ex-lover's lover. Any death magic sent to any divine collective will make their time on earth shorter. Karmic endings. They just ended. They just shortened their life on earth, collective. They thought that you were the bull. They thought that they were the bulldozer, but you're the wrecking ball, collective. So you came in like a wrecking ball. Yeah, the Covens chick, everybody gets a lick. She's getting the train ran on her. Ooh. Collective. This is the coven trick. The coven trick. It says investigators are discovering the truth behind all the lies told, and they're astounded. Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, they all fall down. A complete collapse. Confirmation with the car honk. Suffocating and feeling confined and caged in under pressure because everything is malfunctioning. You can't save him or her. They don't want to be saved. Don't save them. They don't want to be saved, collective. Spiritual warfare in reverse. Spiritual neglect or fear gives your enemies an open door. So these people are in a spiritual neglect. They run on a fear. So your enemies are very open to spiritual attacks. Yeah, uncrossing, because you uncross something, you remove blockages and negative ties, you cleared your path for renewal and protection. Yeah, so now they under attack. They plotting on your downfall using your past as ammunition. This is what they were doing. Your ex-lover's lover could have been using your past as ammunition for your downfall. Because the jealous ones pray louder than friends sometimes because they're jealous. They were out here trying to sacrifice you but they actually sacrificing themselves because you're untouchable. I said free your mind and the rest will follow. Collective, you freed your mind and other people started following you, and these people are upset because you're freeing people's mind. Continue to free those people's minds, collective. There's nothing they could possibly do. They really can't. Do I want to use some tarot or do I want to? Sure. Let's pull some tarot before we end this video. And let's see what we got. Angels, ancestors, spirits of the divine mind light. Please provide me with some insight as we close this reading out. Ooh, already coming out. What we got? We got the Six of Wands. We got a victory, collective. You're having a victory. Ooh, you having a victory, collective. And there's a Queen of Wands in reverse. Their Nine of Cups is in the reverse. And the King of Swords is in the reverse. Whoa. Yeah, they cannot come and have no, they can't bring no adversity. Five of Swords in the reverse. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. They getting bad news, collective. You have a victory over a Queen of Wands energy that's in the reverse. Their Nine of Cups is in the reverse. This King of Swords, this somebody who's abusing their power. The moon in the moon, the Ace of Swords in the reverse, Five of Cups in the reverse, Four of Cups in the reverse, Ten of Cups in the reverse, High Priestess in the reverse. Lord have mercy. King of Cups in the reverse, and then the Two of Wands. Somebody is foot up in the game. Collective, you have a victory over a Queen of Wands energy. You have triumphed over a Queen of Wands. There's some great news that you're about to receive about a Queen of Wands being in the reverse. Somebody who was trying to cause opposition on you, over you, somebody who was jealous, somebody who's a cheater, they cheat, they into flings, affairs, they're very deceitful. You're about to receive some news about this energy and how they're in the Nine of Cups in the reverse. You're about to receive some truth. You're about to be liberated from this. Yeah, you're about to be known about how somebody was making mistakes, how somebody's imperfect. Or people are about to know about the mistakes about this Queen of Wands and this King of Swords energy. This King of Swords that was abusing their power. An authority figure, a dirty cop. Confirmation with the King of Swords and the dirty cop. So it's confirmation that this is a dirty cop that was cruel and evil intentions. They lost their faith. And they were attacking somebody in the collective in this Five of Swords energy, being destructive, dishonorable, trying to make somebody go through a loss, but instead, somebody's about to go through a loss. Somebody might pass away with this burial energy. Confirmation with the sirens. And the upstairs neighbors. All at the same time. Synchronicity is a bitch. Synchronicities and signs. So basically, there's going to be some type of ending. And somebody's receiving some type of bad news with this Page of Pentacles in the reverse. They're not getting what they want, an undesired outcome, unfavorable news, a bad message. That they will not be living in luxury. Because collective, you're not in no Ten of Swords. With this Ten of Swords in the reverse. They will not be living in luxury because you're not in any Ten of Swords energy. This is somebody who has some type of power and authority. Somebody thought that they were going to have some type of success over you, a favor over you, but it's not happening. They had it was very short-lived. If anybody had any power or success over you, it was very short-lived, collective. So you could have been in the Ten of Swords, but it wasn't for a long time. It was very short-lived, this Ten of Swords energy that you were in. Because you have power and authority. And this Knight of Pentacles is somebody's not receiving some type of offer. They feeling discouraged. Because of their carelessness. They're feeling stuck and stagnant. Because they were not receiving any offer. They won't be able to provide any service. Because they were out here casting illusions. Because they're in this double energy, moon energy. They're deceptive. A hidden enemy. Trying to cause danger in the darkness. Trying to cause terror, deception. They're the devil in disguise. One way by day, one night by another. And you defeated this person. You have a victory over this person. You could be getting some type of recognition and success, a public praise. And this person is jealous and envious of you. So you could be getting some type of recognition, public praise. And somebody's jealous of you, a troublemaker. This troublemaker is jealous. This bully is spiteful. They're jealous because you're getting some type of public recognition. They're mad. They're in their feelings. And they're disappointed. Because they could have thought they were going to get this public recognition. But they're feeling unfulfilled right now. They're not satisfied at all whatsoever because they're not getting what they want. This is somebody that's ruthless. That was trying to oppress you, collective. Trying to control you. Was violent in your energy. Abusing their power. Inhumane energy. That's who they are. Somebody that's inhumane. Somebody that's a predator. That was treating you like an animal. Trying to abuse. You know how they keep animals in a cage and they abuse them? That's what they are. Inhumane. Like want to keep you locked up in a cage forever. Now they out here going through losses. Now they want forgiveness and they're in remorse. But the only reason why they're in remorse is because they lost. They're not actually fucking sorry for what they did. They only fucking in remorse and want forgiveness. And out here trying to make negotiations and compromise because they're going through a loss. That's the only reason why. They were a whole bully to you. Trying to intimidate you. Trying to be aggressive in your energy. Trying to deceive you. And now they want some type of sympathy, forgiveness. Want to fake like they're in remorse because they losing. They lost. Not that they're losing. They lost. But it's fake. Fake remorse. This person is lazy and undisciplined. They don't really have no ambition to really want to apologize to you. It's a forced apology. Because if they don't apologize to you, collective, I guess they lose everything. Ten of Swords energy. They will really lose everything completely if they don't apologize to you or something, make something right, but it's fake. They was out here trying to break you down and defeat you, trying to make you fail, trying to bring you to a complete collapse, but you survived the unsurvivable, collective. You kept your hope and your faith alive. You had a lot of perseverance and endurance with the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Confirmation with the Sirens. You left the past behind. Judgment. Split the deck. So you let go of what didn't serve your best interests, right? You let go of what didn't serve your best interests, which we all should be doing at this point right now. Letting go of what doesn't serve our best interests. But everybody want to cling on to the motherfucking past. Don't want to let go. And now they're in this Knight of Pentacles. In reverse, somebody is bored. They selfish. You could be somebody that's a workaholic, collective. Somebody was trying to be cheap with you, or cheap you out, or cheat you out of something. Yeah, somebody thought they was going to cheat you out of something, but they thought that they were the bulldozer and you're the wrecking ball. Yeah. They were out here trying to sacrifice you, and they were actually sacrificing yourself. You're untouchable. They were plotting on your downfall using your past as ammunition. Oh, yeah, collective. This moon energy, they were trying to oppress you. They were trying to oppress you. They were trying to cast illusions, oppression, deception with this moon energy. Confirmation, belch. Uh, uh, uh. Return to sender, return to sender, and return to sender. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, collective. So this person lost their way. This is somebody that lost their way. They were delusional, had a lot of fantasies in their head. You're somebody who has a lot of imaginations. This person got a lot of bad habits. And somebody lost their way with this moon energy. Or like I said, they one way, by one day, they one way, by night, they another. They really the devil in disguise. And they have no authority in your life with this Ace of Swords in the reverse. They cannot make you sick. They cannot make you down, depressed, or burdened. Five of Cups in the reverse. They're not getting their way. So, collective. Have to do that real quick randomly. Oh, somebody's mad that I did that because now they're yelling. My left ear just started ringing right after I did that. Let's do it again. Somebody didn't like that. I guess I just knocked them out of my energy because somebody was trying to pull on my energy collective. Somebody didn't like that. Somebody was just talking shit. Somebody was yelling. As soon as I banged that bell, my left ear started ringing like crazy. They be trying to pull, but you're not feeding off of me. Yeah, if I look, King of Wands, King of Swords in the reverse, that's sticking out. A fire-breathing dragon that's abusing their position. He goes up to his neighbor. They made a movement. Collective, continue to be that muse. People, you are muse, and people want to be that muse. People want to be that source of inspiration, and they're not because they're karmic. You can't be a source of inspiration if you're a whole karmic ass. Nobody want to be like you. You're a whole jealous, envious ass person. Nobody want to be like you. Nobody want to be like you. Because look what you do when you're jealous and envious of somebody. You attack them. Why would anybody want to look up to you? I don't. Why the fuck would I want to look up or have somebody be a mentor to me that's jealous and envious? No, thanks. I'm Gucci. They're a bunch of dream stealers and they want to be praised. They want people to look up to them, but yet they're a whole thief. They're a whole copycat energy. They out here trying to judge you because you're different, or different have a style, different styles of belief, or religious, or spirituality, or you look different complexion, whatever it is, because you're different. Somebody decided that they were going to have you under judgment, trying to judge you, and they're the ones that's getting judged. Look, failure on the bottom of the deck. They're a failure. They failed. Failure, success. Yeah, they failed at trying to gain some type of success and coming for you. Or they're a failure and you're a success, collective. Collective, that's the end of this reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't make anything sick or going to make you sick. And you already know if you feel the need to sow a seed, don't hesitate to donate to me if this reading resonated with your energy. My information and everything is in the description box below. If you want to get to know me a little bit more, like I said, in the description box below. Peace out, collective. And you already know if you watch me, you're blessed and protected if you have a good heart. But if you don't, you know you fucked. Peace out, collective, and I may come back a little bit later. It's 2:34 on the clock, on the time on my stove. Upgrade your, and it just changed to 2:35 as I looked away. So I put it right on time. You're getting some type of upgrade, collective. There's some type of upgrade. So peace. I'll see you later, and bye.